And what's funny is that there's a fan out there, shout out to Vina.
Yeah.
She has literally put together like R&B stories from the beginning. And this one says that her voice is so soothing, so she puts on the clips and falls asleep to these clips of our season. It's all actually amazing. She does an amazing job.
It's really sweet.
Okay, 3 words. I am back.
If you've been supporting my other content, and hey, you've heard my voice, but if you click on this video because you saw Rachel Lindsay in the title, you used to be here, supporting the Rachel videos, and then when it stopped, you stopped coming, and this is your first time hearing my voice in months, probably a little over a year, then hey, I miss y'all too. Welcome back. So I know that I'm laughing, I sound joyful, but of course, this video is no laughing matter. It's very serious, so let's get into it. I've been watching all of this nonsense unfold for a while, and I know most of you who's been here from the beginning of this channel and came here because of my coverage of Rachel Lindsay, because I've been here from the very beginning when she became the first African American Bachelorette, and I noticed all the hate and racism and it was just disgusting. I jumped in and started defending Rachel Lindsay and her husband Bryan Abasolo a while ago, okay? During her season, even after her season, when all people saw was an edited show, I jumped in and started showing the other side of Rachel Lindsay and her husband Bryan Abasolo. If you go to the playlist, I name it Bachelor or something like that on this channel, you can go back and watch all of the videos I've posted about them. The way how I currently post about the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Kenya Moore is how I posted about Rachel Lindsay and Bryan Abasolo. This channel was all about them, Bachelor Nation, and all of that, okay? I stopped posting about Bryan and Rachel not because it was requested of me to stop posting. I stopped posting about them after listening to a few interviews and heard Rachel say over and over again, look, we met each other on a reality TV show. When we got off that show, it was interviews after interviews and Instagram and in social media and just being in the public. And now we are at the point where we just want to enjoy each other. We want to enjoy our relationship. We want to enjoy privacy. So every once in a while, we will come on social media and post a picture or post something. But apart from that, we love to just enjoy our privacy and have some form of a normal life off social media and out of the public eye when it comes to our relationship. And so as a supporter of them, I said, okay, then fall back, not because they were not providing content, because trust me, I know how to talk. So I can put one picture on the screen and do a whole video on Bryan and Rachel if I wanted to continue. But out of respect for them, I decided to fall back. However, Rachel is everywhere. She have 150 podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the number is exaggerated, but she's doing her thing. You can catch her on TV almost every day. You can listen to her voice almost every day. Bryan is doing his thing as well. He has podcasts, and you can see him on his YouTube channel. They are out there. So if you miss them and want to hear their voice and want to get updated, my videos doesn't even matter anymore because you have access to them every day. I do understand why my video, I guess, still matters to some people because I provided a form of intimacy that just watching Rachel working on TV doesn't provide. When I do my videos, I provide the behind the scenes of their true love story, their life together, and the true update.
Rachel, reach around the corner. Reach around the corner. So our neighbors are beating drums right now. Pretty much putting on a concert for all our neighbors.
He's pretty dope, man.
We out.
Alright. It's Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take it.
A lot of you guys have asked us questions about what it was like traveling to Aruba, what kind of safety protocols they took. They were impeccable. More details to come on that, but Bryan and I definitely wanted to pick a place that we felt was safe. You guys, today is our last day in paradise. I can't even describe to you how magical this trip has been, how much Bryan and I needed this, how beautiful it's been to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. That was taking the proper health protocols to make us feel comfortable, which they definitely did from start to finish, even the paperwork we had to fill out to even get here and the tests we had to take. So more to come on that, but now it's back to reality.
Anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Compared to, okay, a podcast or whatever. So I completely understand the reason why, my coverage is still important. But no, Rachel, Lindsay, and her husband, Bryan Abasolo, and I, nothing happened as far as a falling out or anything. I was just simply being respectful and giving them the privacy that they wanted. And this wasn't something that was requested from them to me. I just heard a few interviews and say, you know what? This woman doesn't have to literally come to you and say, hey, can you not post us anymore? You're smart enough to watch interviews and hear what she's saying and do the right thing. So that's why. So a quick summary. Rachel Lindsay is the very first African American Bachelorette, like I said previously, the first Black Bachelorette, right? She currently works for Extra TV. Rachel Lindsay is an attorney, and she have, different podcasts and different things that she got going on. She's also a sports analyst, but right now she also works for Extra TV. Chris Harrison, who is the host for The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, went on Extra to promote the show, the current season of The Bachelor, where they have their first black bachelor. I mean, he's biracial, but you know how that goes, okay? Matt James. So it made sense to have the interview with Rachel Lindsay because she's a part of the franchise. During that interview, Rachel Lindsay talked about Matt James' front runner. Her name is also Rachel, this girl right here in the picture. Someone on TikTok who went to school with Rachel basically posted this message right here. If you have no clue what's going on, put me on pause, click the very first link in the description below and watch the interview. Watching the interview will explain everything so that you're not confused about what's going on. So if you did not watch the interview, go ahead and click that link and watch the interview so you follow what I'm saying. Welcome back from the interview. So as you can see, Rachel, not the host and not the black bachelor, right? The other Rachel, okay? She basically did some racially insensitive things, like going to a plantation team party or liking, a Confederate flag picture that a friend posted, or just dressing in certain costume, and just certain activities online were very questionable, okay? Now, Rachel did come out and did a long Instagram live apologizing. I will have to put that in part 2 because this is about Rachel Lindsay and everything she's been through so far with Bachelor Nation and the most recent cyberbullying that happened to her because of this situation, okay? So when Rachel Lindsay, now the host, attempted to explain to Chris Harrison why, hey, this girl, she did this, she did that, and she's on the season of the very first black bachelor. What do you think about this? And Chris Harrison, as you saw if you watched the interview, was very defensive and very dismissive. It was almost like he was protecting Rachel, the front runner, who now we know was the winner of The Bachelor, because I recorded this before the season finale. He chose her. Spoiler alert, sorry if you haven't seen it. He chose Rachel, but broke up with her when all of this happened because he said that he needs to fall back and allow her to do the work that she needs to do, and he doesn't believe that she understands his blackness and that she can truly do the work with him being there as a distraction, okay? It's a different video. But anyways, Chris was very defensive, dismissive, and not trying to even listen to a black woman trying to tell him why these things were wrong, okay? Rachel Lindsay wasn't trying to cancel the girl. Rachel Lindsay actually had empathy in the interview. She wasn't loud. She wasn't disrespectful. She did not interrupt Chris. She was calm, laid back, professional, allow him to talk. He's the one that just went off and was aggressive and just basically didn't care to listen to what Rachel had to say. Of course, he said this and it happened. The backlash happened, and on the screen now you see Chris Harrison apologies, okay? I'm gonna put on the screen and let the music play in the background and you can go ahead. I mean, he came out, apologized on camera, apologized again on camera, and then kept releasing different statements, all right? So after all of this, Chris Harrison made a choice, his choice, okay? Not the franchise, his choice to step down, step back, understand where he went wrong, and do the work. Because, man, this show been on for so long, And since Rachel's season, now there was another black Bachelorette, and now there's another black Bachelorette, okay? So shout out to Rachel, for paving the way. But now you have, and people just feel like, okay, here we go. Is it really sincere? Or is it just, people looking at us as racist? They're calling us racist nation, not Bachelor nation anymore. So let's go ahead and throw a few black people in there so they could shut up. Or is it really genuine? Rachel even talked about that as well. But we're not going to focus on that because I'm trying to get to everything that happened and to end the video. Else we'll be here for hours, okay? People have been bullying Rachel from the very beginning. And like I said, I've been here holding it down, defending her. But oh no, the white man stepped down. Even though he sat in that interview and made the choice to say what be so dismissive. But yet, let's blame the black woman who sat there calmly and allowed him to express himself. Let's blame her for the reason why he quit. So the hate for Rachel was times 10. The cyberbullying, death threats, it was bad. To the point where even producers came out and released this statement right here on the screen, okay? Basically saying harassment and all of those things and etc. will not be tolerated, it's not acceptable, and all of that, okay? Matt James came out as well and released this statement after everything happened. Everyone and their mama just releasing statements. But it got so bad to the point where Rachel was like, you know what? I'm not leaving social media because of a few strangers online wanting to troll me. Like, absolutely not. Y'all don't have that type of power over me. However, I do need to step back and regroup. When you step back and regroup, that includes putting your phone down, turning off social media, and just focusing on you, your mental health, and all of that. So I'm here for it. So her husband, Bryan, was very sweet. He released a few statements as well, condemning, what Chris Harrison did in the interview. Okay, it's on the screen. And also telling people thank you for basically sending words of encouragement and just being there for his wife. He also posted this picture that I've been using in the backdrop with this caption right here, just basically celebrating his wife. So Bryan, shout out to you for being her rock and an amazing husband during these difficult times. This doesn't surprise us who's been supporting Bryan and Rachel for a long time. They went through worse together based on the editing of the show. For them to survive all of the cyberbullying back then and still make it to the altar to get married and to still be together. Yeah, Rachel knew exactly what she was doing when she picked Bryan. And Bryan, thank you again for being a stand-up guy. So this right here, him defending her, standing by her, and the both of them still going strong, doesn't come as a surprise. Yes, I'm not saying that, they don't go through ups and downs. I'm not saying that they're perfect. I'm just saying that, what? If they could survive everything they went through and made it out, this is light work. Light work, and I will continue to support them and wish them absolutely nothing but the best. Now, Rachel did return to social media. She posted sunflowers and she wrote, I want to be like a sunflower so that even on the darkest days, I will stand tall and find the sunlight, okay? So that's what she posted on social media. Of course, she have over 3,000 comments and it's nothing but positivity, positivity, positivity. Now, of course, you will get your little comments here and there from the racist folks, but for the most part, it's nothing but positivity. Normally in my videos, I read people's statements and things like that. But the focus of this video is basically with all of the backlash and everything that's been going on in Bachelor Nation as it relates to Rachel Lindsay and of course her husband Bryan Abasolo. Are they okay? Are they still together? Are they still married? How's life? How's the career treating them? All of those things. I've answered all of that. They went on an anniversary. Bryan is moving to LA. So, of course, those quarantine videos you saw are old, like I listed across the screen. The careers are doing amazing. Rachel is also co-owner for this new football league that I have on the screen. So they are all doing great. So every once in a while, I will come on here and update about Bryan and Rachel the same way how they are doing it. Every few months, they provide videos like that. I got those off their page. So that means they were willing and open within that time frame to share. So when they do that, then I will come and share. But as far as the weekly or monthly situation that I was doing before, I won't be doing that. But every time they come out and post something or release something that is worth posting, I will absolutely come on here and give you all an update. If you all, in as much as some of you support Bryan and Rachel, if you do support other people within Bachelor Nation and just Bachelor Nation period, and you want me to cover different stories and things like that, let me know in the comments below and I will continue my Bachelor Nation coverage, because there have been other really juicy and interesting stories going on within Bachelor Nation that I could have posted. But because my main focus was always Bryan and Rachel, I didn't. So if you know, yes, the franchise, we called it sometimes Racist Nation. But if you do support other people in there and you would like me to update and things like that, let me know, whether it's via email or in the comments, and I'll do that. Now, for those of you Kenya Moore supporters, I know Kenya Moore in a Bachelor video, yes. For those of you Kenya Moore supporters who had no clue that I used to post about Rachel Lindsay, and I like, what is going on here? I've seen this girl on Watch What Happens Live, and she had some not so pleasant things or reactions when Kenya Moore's name was mentioned. Well, this is my thing, right? I'm not here for Dr. Heavenly from Married to Medicine, but Kenya Moore loves her. Kenya Moore even go and get her teeth clean, at her practice. Does that mean I'm going to stop supporting Kenya and be mad because she likes Dr. Heavenly and support Dr. Heavenly? Absolutely not. I will still support Kenya. Are people who Kenya call friends on that show that we are not here for, and we voice our opinions, but Kenya is still friends with those people. So all I'm saying is, yes, I understand some of you are like, she's not a Kenya fan and she was on Watch What Happens Live and she said being said about Kenya. Listen, not everyone is going to like everyone you like, and that's the point I'm trying to make. That's why I brought up Heavenly. Not here for her sometimes. Kenya likes her. That's not going to make me stop supporting Kenya. So I'm just putting that out there because I know most of you support my videos regardless if it's a topic that you're into, just because you love me like that and you rock with me and want to support what I do. So thank you for clicking on this video and supporting it. Once again, I'm wishing Bryan and Rachel absolutely nothing but the best. I'm wishing all of you the best, and take care. The end of here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you where I posted, and I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.